Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row your own boat, or someone else will certainly take over your dream. Welcome to Black Fire Nation. If this is your first time here, I am Black Fire and I do word magic. That means that I have a gift for finding the esoteric meaning or the hidden meaning in words. And I use that gift to teach about the metaphysics and knowledge of the universe and knowledge of self. Okay? So if you like that kind of stuff, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you come back to see me. All right? Now, let's get into this. What I'm going to be talking about is the boat of Ra. Now, I was actually asked to break down the metaphysical meaning of the word boat. So I decided to just talk about what the boat of Ra is. First and foremost, I want us to look at a boat as if we're talking about the sun, because that's really what the metaphor for the boat of Ra is. It's the sun. In Egyptian mythology, it is called Atet. I guess that's how it's pronounced. But it's also called the boat of millions of years, meaning that it's eternal and it's immortal. So the sun is eternal and it's immortal. So let's talk about the many, many metaphors and parables of a boat. Okay, so I'm going to give the esoteric meaning of boat. I'm going to give you 6 different meanings of boat. Number 1, the word boat has the word boa in it. That lets us know that it's actually a metaphor for a serpent. How is this? Well, because the sun, the way the sun moves, it's the horizon, and then it goes up over the horizon, and it comes back down under the horizon, and it goes back up. So it's moving in that serpent motion. Now, the word boat also is the word boa right on the front of it, so that lets you know that it's talking about a serpent. Okay, the sun, or this serpentine move of the sun, is actually representing the awake and sleeping pattern, or the pattern of us remembering and forgetting. Okay, the sun is actually imitating the psychology of the mind and how we actually become aware of self, and then we forget, and then we remember, and then we forget. Okay, the word psychology has the word psycho in it. Psychology has the word psycho in it. Number 2, you actually exist in water right now. Okay, so remember, you're rowing your boat. You are dreaming right now, and the word water is also the word dream. Now, if you want some more understanding about how I came up with that, I actually did a video on the word dream. I'll put it in the description box. Okay, but actually, we are actually living in water now, because the air that we're breathing in is just another form of water. So, number 2, where we at now, is a metaphor. That a boat is a metaphor for sailing through life on water in a dream. Okay, and we're going through many stages and many stages, the facets of maturity while we're on this boat. Metaphor number 3. Now, I know that I already said that, Egyptian mythology is the boat, and the sun is the boat of Ra. But just to further confirm that, okay, the word boat in Hebrew comes from a word abara. But actually, since a B is a V, it's actually pronounced evara. It sounds like the word ever, okay, evara. It lets us know that the boat, which is the sun, is the ever Ra, or the immortal Ra, okay? Because there are, this boat of Ra goes through 12 stages, 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night, which again is relative to our conscious and our subconscious. All right, now, metaphor number 4, the word boat actually sounds like the word abode, or a boat sounds like abode. Abode means to remain, to dwell, to stay. It's basically representing where you live, okay? So you live in your boat or your body. The word boat or abode also sounds like body. B-O-D-E sounds like body, right? It's very important for you to understand that you live in your body. And this is not just some cool, spiritual fact like, I live in my body. No, it's way more important to really grasp that, because when you can grasp that, this helps you understand the esoteric nature of what is called the straw man. Okay? Now, I actually teach the metaphysics behind the straw man in my self-realization of a goddess course. So I will also put the link to that in the description box. Metaphor number 5. Jesus is the Son, if you didn't know that already. Okay? This will actually help you understand why, when you read the Bible, majority of the time, Jesus is actually in a boat, near a boat, off a boat, getting on a boat, getting off a boat. He always doing something right near a boat, because he represents the sun, and the sun is a boat. Now, the sun is going through all of these different zodiacs, which of course is why he was surrounded by the 12 zodiacs. Now, I don't know the Bible, well enough to, or the esoteric version, well enough to pin the exact changes from when he was going from one zodiac to another, but I will give you an example that might help you understand it, okay? So at one point in the Bible, Jesus is actually telling his disciples to let down a net and to catch fish. This probably has to do with Pisces. Pisces, the motto for Pisces is I believe. Now, him telling them to let down this net to catch fish is actually a metaphor for the law of attraction, which has a lot to do with I believe. Okay, the fish represent the bait that are in your subconscious thought. It's because you attract things to you according to what you believe in your subconscious. Okay, even the word ship itself, if you move those letters around, it also says fish. So this lets us know that the boat of Ra is all about the sun again, but the sun teaches us about the law of attraction, or the law of luring things or baiting things to us via our own consciousness. Okay, Jesus spent a lot of time teaching by the sea because he was teaching about the rise and the fall of our consciousness, about the waking and asleep pattern of our consciousness. Okay, not just literal wake and sleep, but our understanding of self. Metaphor number 6, and this is the last one. A ship is a boat that you send merchandise across the sea. Now, this also happens in the womb. Okay, a woman's body actually takes the semen and transforms it and delivers it into another foreign country. All of this occurs inside her ship. Her ship is the boat. Isn't a baby floating in water inside the womb? Okay, then it's on a boat. Okay, so again, this is important for women especially to understand when it comes to creation of what we call the straw man. Okay, because her womb is playing a gigantic role in who is handing over the merchandise when the ship docks. Again, this is a subject that I talk about in the Self-Realization of a Goddess course from an esoteric perspective. This is actually the heart of the class. Okay, I'll talk about the science of the womb. But again, I'll put that in the description box. So anyway, if you want to learn more about the science of the womb, just generally speaking, there's actually 3 ways that you can learn more about that. I wrote an ebook called Self-Realization of a Goddess. Okay, you can download that ebook for free. Link will be in the description box. You can also come see me personally. I'll be teaching in 8 different cities. I'm going on a tour where I'm teaching about freedom, but I want to teach it through the perspective of understanding the metaphysics of the womb. Okay? And the third way that you can get to know this stuff is, of course, you can take the Self-Realization of a Goddess courses online. Okay, so hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a good day.